Hey. It's your boy, J. Michael, with another VIDEO. Right now, we finna address this YouTuber that called herself. We ain't gonna even say her name, but when I get done with this video, she gonna know who she is. First off,
sure that nobody wins. Somebody to speak up.
You know, this person say, oh, J. Michael say he don't like regular sex because he's been molested. He's been molested. So he don't like regular sex because he's been molested by two family members. First off, when somebody shares something with you, you don't throw it back up in their face, first off. Second off, when I say I don't like regular sex, it ain't saying, oh, I do crazy stuff. It's just saying, oh, you like to role play. You like to talk, you know, stuff like that. It ain't like, oh, I gotta go out here and jump out of trees and climb through windows and go rape women or touch kids. Nah. When you in a relationship, you spice your relationship up with your wife or your girlfriend. That keep the sex life interesting. But when somebody share a private moment to the world, you don't go back and say, this man been molested by 2 women, or this man been molested by his family members. He said he don't like regular sex. That's how you make a person slip back or do something crazy because you throwing it up in their face, or you make them go back into a bottle to where they don't want to share stuff with people no more. You share stuff for just in case somebody out there that went through the same thing you went through and scared to share it, and they bottling up and it's eating them up inside, then they do something stupid. But for people like you to throw it back in their face and try to make fun of it, that's not good. Because people like you make people stay bottled up. And when I said I caught my first body, it wasn't a brag. It was saying, this man put his hand on my mama. I was a little kid. This is a grown man. You're not going to continue to beat my mama. So what's wrong with saying, oh, yeah, I caught my first body when I was 14 because this man did something to my mama. And I got tired of this man putting his hands on my mama, so I protected my mama. So I was supposed to let this man continue to beat my mama and then my mama end up dead? See, you not listening to what I'm saying. You trying to make fun of what people saying to boost your channel up or to get numbers. Pay attention, lose logical sense before you run your mouth. People is sharing stuff with people out here to try to let people know you ain't got to stay bottled up. Sometimes it's good to vent, to get it off your chest so it don't consume you. Ignorant. And when I say I stay at home and I make my money, it's because I have my own business. I'm not going to continue to work for somebody 20 and 30 years and then they fire you and now you stuck with a car note, you stuck with a house note, you stuck with bills because you depending on somebody else. It's good to be your own boss. And that's what I am, my own boss. It ain't got nothing to do with, oh, I'm staying at home and I don't do nothing. I'm my own boss. I make my own money. I do my own hours. I do what I want to do because I make my own rules when it comes to making money in my business. It ain't got nothing to do with streets. It ain't got nothing to do with being a gangster. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that. See, when you got people that's so ignorant and caught up in the routine of, I work at GM. Oh, I work for Magnabus. Oh, I work for Amazon. I've been at Amazon for 20 years. I've been for GM for 30 years. Oh, they just fired me. Oh my God, they fired me. And I just got a new car payment. And I just got a new mortgage. Oh, what are they supposed to do? Because you depending on somebody else. You giving your life to somebody else. Be your own boss. That's what I'm saying. It ain't about sitting at home. You talking about being a role model. I'm teaching that boy how to be an entrepreneur, to be his own boss, depend on himself. You ain't, yeah, it's good to start off the clock in, to learn people ways, to learn how what you call it, to learn, how you say it, you learn it from other people, how they run their business. And you take that and you put that in what you trying to do. That's being the role model. It's teaching that boy morals, teaching that boy how to be a man, and teaching that boy how to take up for himself. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Oh, talking about his daddy. Once again, you're not listening to what I'm saying on my video. I talked to that boy. I talked to his mama. If his mama felt something was wrong with that, trust and believe I wouldn't put these videos up there. Evidently, she don't have a problem with it. Evidently, he don't have a problem with it. Because if that boy had a problem with it, I wouldn't put the videos up. I'm saying what that boy want to say. I'm saying what that boy mama want to say. You feel what I'm saying? Can you smell the beef cooking? Because you're running your mouth, you don't know. And if you knew that man, you're trying to sit there and take up for that man, you running your mouth and don't know what's going on. I'm in the circle. And before I came in the circle, I knew that man. I know everything about that man. That man ain't what you think he is. That man is an old fool. You better pay attention to the rules. You smell what I'm cooking? Huh? See, you sit here and you playing on the internet. Well, I don't play on the internet. I'm telling you facts. I ain't gonna speak facts. I'm not gonna speak nothing if it ain't facts. And if I'm wrong, I'm gonna admit I'm wrong. You see what I'm saying? You shouldn't, when somebody shares something with you, you shouldn't throw it back in their face and make fun of it. Just like you said, oh, he said he tried to kill his family. My cousins came down here and blew my house up with people in it. It's just a good thing my kids wasn't in the house. So what I was supposed to do? Let them get away with blowing my house up? Oh yes, me and my brother, we was shooting at them because y'all came down here and blew my house up. So what I was supposed to do? Not defend my family? See, I didn't put that part in the story. You see what I'm saying? Before you run your mouth, know the facts. And just because a person don't put all the facts out there, that don't mean for you to make fun of that person. Because that person trying to share something with you for somebody, again, that's going through the same thing that person went through. So what I'm saying to them, they probably can relate to it and be like, dang, if he can talk about it so willingly, shoot, what's wrong with me opening up? Because I might can help somebody else. Or I might can share that with somebody else and they decide to open up. You don't make fun of people like that. You call yourself a millionaire on here, or you gonna keep it real, you gonna keep it 100. Stop playing. It's not a game out here. What you have to understand is, I'm not angry. When I said I was jealous, I was young. I had no family. My mother and father was on drugs. I was in the streets since I was 13 years old. I learned as I went. I learned from different people I was around. So if you were around a pimp for a couple years and you see him beating women and the women still was coming back to him, you young, you like, oh shoot, that's what you're supposed to do? But as you get older, you learn. Now, that ain't what you do. You don't beat your woman up. Now you done beat your woman up. Now she looking all ugly. And now you got to look at this. I learned. It wasn't about being jealous. Back then it was about being jealous. But now I'm not jealous. I'm a grown man, older man. I want people to look at my woman, because if people ain't looking at my woman, why I'm with it? I want something that they want, because that means I got something good. I'm never jealous. When you 18, when you 19, you still damn near a kid that got the street mentality. Know what you're talking about when you open up your mouth. You get what I'm saying? And I teach that boy about tools. I teach that boy hygienes. I teach that boy, I got a good, well, bruh, hey, I know that time coming, but if that time do come, you still young, but if that time do come, make sure you got a condom. I don't want you to do it yet, because, hey, it ain't cool. Focus on what you got to do with school, focus on your career. But if that time do come, make sure you got a raincoat. Oh, I teach that boy morals. I teach that boy how to be a man. I don't do gangster stuff around that boy. Never did, never have. The only time my stuff came back to the house is when I got shot this last time, when they ambushed me in the grocery store. That's how the streets came back to the house. But other than that, the streets is what it is, the streets. You don't bring streets home. And I'm not even in the streets no more. But I talk about the streets to let young people out there know it ain't nothing but hell or jail in the streets. What is a reputation when you go into your homies pouring out liquor for you? You need to pay attention to what I say and quit picking and choosing what you want to say and talk about it. Listen to the whole video and quit deciphering and try to make a story out of it. Know what you're talking about when you talk about it. I'm teaching that boy how to be a man. I'm teaching that boy responsibilities. I'm teaching that boy how to love. I'm teaching that boy what a father should be. And that's facts. I don't disrespect that boy. I don't even cuss around that boy. I don't even cuss at that boy. Do you get what I'm saying? And when I talk about that boy, daddy, I'm just telling that boy why his daddy ain't doing what he's supposed to do as a daddy. Oh, is it wrong? I don't think so. Should his daddy step up? Oh, yeah. Is his daddy doing it wrong? Hell yeah. And if you think something wrong with that, something wrong with you. Because when I was going to his daddy, calling him and being private about it, that didn't work. So what was the next man to do? Try to blast him on the internet. Maybe that'll embarrass him. Maybe that'll make him step up. But you can't make a person step up that ain't never did it. So that's like leading a horse to water and can't make the horse drink it. And that's what that is. Since you think you know everything. You see what I'm saying? You gotta understand, I'm not no bad motherfucker. But I do know how to handle my business if I do need to handle my business. And it ain't all about, oh, I'm going to handle my business. My business now is to protect my family. If a person come in here and try to do something to my family, I'm going all out. That's what I mean by I'm going to be a protector. And now, as for my wife, you say she's guilty by association. You really don't understand, do you? How you gonna talk about your wife, ex-husband parenting skills? Easy. If this man ain't doing what he's supposed to do as a father, and me being a stepfather, and I see something wrong with it, and I went to that man like a man, and that man didn't respond to me or said forget what I was saying, so what's the next best thing, like I just said, is to try to expose him. But again, you can't expose somebody that ain't never did it from jump. So you sit here behind, oh, you a gangster. If you got cancer, you know you a gangster. If you have quit smoking and went cold turkey, you a gangster. You just like to be a comedian. It ain't about being gangster. I'm telling people how my life was and how I changed. It ain't about being gangster. What I'm telling people is my wife ain't got nothing to do with my mouth. Nothing. Let her do what she do. I'm on here, bash the hell out of me. I don't give a damn. But she's guilty with you because she riding in the car with you. So if somebody shoot the car up, you know, you gonna get shot up too. Yeah. But I don't hide my face. You hide your face. I speak what I want people to see who I am, to let them know I changed. I'm not that person no more. I try to keep it real. I try to share my life experience and my past experience with people out there. So again, just in case somebody going through that and they afraid to talk about it, don't be afraid. Open up. Let people know what you've been through, because what your story might help the next person. Your story might open up the doors for the next person. But not for people like you that just gonna bash them and throw it back in their face and make fun of it. Oh, what you said? I ain't making fun of it. I'm just trying to keep it real because you said you a gangster, man. You a gangster, man. So, yeah, I'm just trying to expose you because you a gangster. Yeah, gangster, man. Gangster, man. But, gangster, man. It ain't about being a gangster. It's about being an ex-gangster. Yeah, I talk about it all on here, try to make the video hype and, interesting. But I'm not in that life no more. Because it ain't nothing in that life. You know how many bullet holes and stab holes I got in me for being a gangster? But God kept his hand on me so I could share it with people like you and other people that's going through it. I'm one of the ones that God let survive before I can share my testimony with people. Of course you're going to be in here and make it interesting and put the comedian and the actions in it to make it live. But it ain't nothing being a gangster. It ain't no life in that gangster life. Nothing. It ain't nothing to be bragging about you getting molested. But if I can share my testimony to say, look, I'm a grown man. I've been molested. Don't be scared to share it. If you've been raped, don't be scared to share it. Because if you don't, it's going to consume you, dummy, goofy. Stop trying to, when people share stuff with you, don't beat them down with it because that make people, like I said earlier, it make them close back up. It make people don't want to share because if you doing this and they like, damn, J. Michael was trying to share his experience with her. She beating him down with his own experience. Oh, I know not to do that. I know not to do that. Because if she eating him up, what's she going to do with me if I share my experience? You got to be mindful. Just like this YouTube. People go make the story exciting. People go animate the story. They don't want people to just sit there. Yes, I've been molested. I've been shot. I caught my first body when I was 14. Yeah. They don't want that. They want you. Look, dude put his hand on my mom. Hey, woo woo, yeah. They want it to be exciting. You want to catch their attention. Not for you to throw it back in my face. That's dumb. That's childish. I'm not bragging about nothing that I do. Because it's nothing to brag about. Nothing at all. But that was my life. I didn't have no mama, no daddy, no grandma, no granddaddy, no aunties, no none of that, no cousins there to pull me in, to take me from that life. They just threw me to that life. That's nothing to brag about when you're alone. I'm not hurt. I'm not angry. I feel blessed. Because I can talk about it. I can walk on it. I can tell people about my story. I feel blessed. Ain't nothing angry about me. I'm not sad. I'm not hurt. I'm happy. I'm blessed because if you know my life, you would be like, damn, how that boy survived. I survived because of God and my determination and my will. It's nothing to brag about. But I will share it with y'all. I will tell y'all of my experience. It's nothing being in prison where mom telling you when you can eat, when you can go outside, when you can work out, what you gotta wear, when you can go visit, when you can get mail. It's nothing luxury or tough about that. But when you in that situation, you gotta make the best of that situation because you can't let the time do you. You have to do the time. You can't let the time consume you. So when you in that situation, make the best of it while you're there. Because if you don't, you're going to go crazy. You're going to get institutionalized. And when you in that gangster life, it's do or die. But it still ain't nothing to brag about. When I shared that story about my mom, that wasn't nothing to be bragging about. When I shared that story about me getting molested, that wasn't nothing to be bragging about. That was trying to share my experience like I told you, goofy. I raised that boy like a man. I teach that things my daddy didn't teach me. I teach that boy how to hustle like, bruh, always know how to fix houses, always know how to fix cars, always know how to do electrical. Because now my daddy did teach me that. Because he said there will always be a hustle. Just because you use the word hustle don't mean you in the streets. The word hustle means you making money by any means necessary. That don't mean you in the streets selling dope. Goofy. You can hustle by, oh yeah, I'm out here cutting grass. You can hustle by you out here shoveling snow. You can hustle because you shoot music video. You can hustle because you making beats. Hustle means you making money. Again, goofy. You run your mouth. Listen to what I say. Don't decipher and pick and choose what you want to say and make your own little story out of it. Because again, when people listen to your video, oh, you're going to have people, we agree with you. Yeah, J. Michael this. Oh, J. Michael that. Oh, man, J. Michael. We thought that he's not no millionaire. That boy's nothing to us. Nah. J. Michael trying to share y'all experience. J. Michael tried to keep it real with y'all. Because this last time I got shot, I should have died. I got shot in 2 main arteries and my arm got shot off. I should have died. But God said it wasn't my time. God said, I'm going to share it. I want you to share your experience. I want you to tell your testimony. When I was 14, when I got shot in the chest, I should have died. I had internal bleeding, was out there for 2.5 hours. I should have died. When I had an asthma attack and they overdosed me, I should have died. When I jumped out that 3-story window, I hit my head, I should have died. When I got hit by that car, I should have died. When I got beat in the head with a baseball bat, I should have died. When I had that gun and that gun jammed, I should have died. When my lungs collapsed, I should have died. But God said, no, I got a plan for you, young man. You gonna speak your testimony. People that scared to speak their testimony, you gonna speak yours. You gonna open the door and share them. You ain't gotta be scared to share your world. But to you, Goofy, I'm dumb. To you, Goofy, I'm an ex-gangster. To you, Goofy, I'm nothing. To you, Goofy, I'm not a millionaire. To you, Goofy, I'm nothing. To you, Goofy, I'm just running my mouth. To you, Goofy, I'm walking my life. I'm trying to share my life with you, you dumb Goofy. It ain't nothing about being hard that's tough. Nothing. So what's bragging about? Oh, yeah, I killed somebody. Yeah, I killed somebody. You don't know how it is to kill somebody. You see those people. You think about them people because that person ain't coming back. But you did that. You did that. So what's the brag about killing somebody? That person ain't coming back. That person ain't seeing their family no more. It's nothing to brag about that. And I'm telling people that. What's the brag about? Huh? What's the brag about? What's the brag about you get molested by your family? What's the brag about? Huh? These is the people you supposed to trust. These is the people that supposed to love you and protect you. So what's the brag about? Huh? What's the brag about? It's nothing to brag about. You think I wanted to get on this internet and share that? Huh? But I know somebody out there want to hear that. I know somebody that's out there that's going through that. I know somebody feeling that pain and they sitting in their room or they sitting at home and it's consuming them. It's eating them up because they don't know who to share it with. But God says, son, I want you to share it because what you said might open the door for the next person. But you don't see that. You don't see that. You sitting here protecting a man that's not taking care of his child. You don't see that. I see that. I'm witnessing that. Oh, is I'm wrong because I'm talking about his daddy? Yeah. But I'm going to protect that boy. I'm going to protect that boy. Everybody ain't got the balls to speak on the truth. Everybody hide behind the truth. That's why people do what they do because people scared to speak on it. Not J. Michael. J. Michael gonna speak on it. Because I know somebody out there that's going through it. I know somebody out there that's hurting. I know somebody out there that want to share their story with people, but they scared. Because of people like you that throw it back in their face and beat them up with it. And make fun of it. But that's not going to stop me. I'm going to continue to share my story. I'm going to continue to speak to people. I'm going to continue to do my best to try to speak the facts to these people out here because I'm the millionaire. And you know what? My fans gave me that name. So evidently I must be doing something right. And my fans know if I'm wrong, I'm going to get back on here and I'm going to admit that I'm wrong. And if my fans get in my comments and they say something, I'm going to let them know you was right. Hey, I ain't see it like that. I don't be like, nah. Because my fans got me where I'm at. And let me get on that level to where Mr. Cryer at. Let me get on that level where the Prince family at. Let me get on that level where CJ Cool at, to where I'm making 60 to 70,000 a month. I'm going to show you how to treat your fans, because if it wasn't for the fans, we wouldn't have that money. I'm going to make sure my fans is good every month. Because again, it wasn't for my fans, we wouldn't be having it. Because if it wasn't for the fans subscribing to your page, if it wasn't for your fans watching your videos, you wouldn't be getting them checks every month. Am I right? Goofy? That's what I'm teaching that boy. You respect those who respect you. That's what I'm teaching that boy. Respect is respect, no matter who it is. You don't let nobody disrespect you. And what you said, well, you disrespecting him because you talking about his dad. You disrespecting him, yeah. Nah. See, again, if you listen to my videos, his mama raised him to respect his mother and father, so he's not gonna say nothing, even when he knows something bad. Just like if you watch my video, you will hear me say what this boy said to me. James, if you think it's wrong if I feel some type of way because my daddy don't do reaction to my videos, and my daddy don't do this and my daddy don't do that, and I still try to take up for that man, to that boy. You see what I'm saying? You don't watch my videos. You decipher what you want. Pay attention to what I say. And stop trying to make your page look good by trying to bash people. Look at the facts. That man is not being a dad. That man wasn't in Damon in life until Damon got money. Look at the facts. That man didn't want Damon to stay here. Mama Selena told him to come here. That man didn't want his own son to stay here. Look at the facts. Goofy. You running your mouth and don't know the facts. Goofy. I'm not hard. It's always somebody harder. It's always somebody tough. And they ain't even got to be tough or hard to pull a trigger. You see what I'm saying? But all I was letting people know, I lived that life. I've been in that life. But I overcame it. And I can share it with y'all. Proudly, with a smile. I'm not angry. I'm not hurt. I'm not jealous. I don't put my hand on women. I used to, but I don't. Because I was young, dumb, hot-headed, drug dealer, thinking I'm tough. Oh, yeah, what? Yeah, what? You don't do what the fuck I say, yeah. Because I was arrogant, conceited, because I had dope money. Just how arrogant and conceited I was, they wanted me to be a model. I took my little brother, they said, oh, who is that? Oh, that's my big brother. We want him. I said, I don't want to do no modeling stuff. I'm a drug dealer. Said that to them people. That's how arrogant and conceited I was, because I didn't have that home training. It ain't got nothing to do with being tough. It ain't got nothing to do with doing again the gangster. It's all about the upbringing. Or the right people in your life to show you what's right and what's wrong. That's what it's about. It ain't got nothing to be about being a gangster. Goofy. I share my story and I animate the story so it can be interesting. But it ain't nothing in that life. Okay. And you say, oh, I need to get help, right? See, that's where you don't be knowing the facts. I done seen several psychiatrists, and they all say the same thing. I'm homicidal bipolar. If you want to know my diagnosis, homicidal bipolar. Not suicidal, homicidal bipolar. But I'm mentally strong. Can't nobody tell me something that I already know about myself. I'm not no killer, but I will kill to protect my family. And they only diagnosed me like that because of my record with my mom. You know they gonna try to get their money? I'm not no homicidal bipolar. When I hurt something, yeah, I will. To protect mines. And as for you to say, oh, I'm clout chasing, because I'm speaking on the Prince family and speaking on the Crier family because they the hottest topic on YouTube, what you call yourself doing right now speaking on J. Michael? What you call yourself right now speaking on Love by Erica? What you call yourself speaking on LaToya? What you call yourself doing speaking on Mr. Mucker, the Mucker family? What you call yourself doing, huh? I think you call that clout chasing too then, huh? You just trying to get in where you fit in. Cause you trying to get your numbers up by speaking on J. Michael, by speaking on Love by Erica, by speaking on the Mucker family, by speaking on Mr. Cry, by speaking on LaToya. What you call yourself doing, huh? I think that's called clout chasing too. But I don't think it's clout chasing. You just speaking on the news of what you seeing, right? You trying to get your numbers up by speaking on what you seeing and making your stories up on these people, right? Including me, right? I wanted to speak on some more stuff about J. Michael, but you know J. Michael said he speak on the Prince family and Mr. Cry because they the hottest topic on YouTube right now. That's why he said he's speaking on them. Again, Goofy, I don't care who you are or what you doing or what kind of business you in. Everybody had to piggyback off somebody to get to the top. Mr. Cry piggybacked off his son. Mr. Cry page wasn't doing that good until he piggybacked off his son. He had to clout chase off his son, right? Look at LaToya. She piggybacking off Mr. Cry. Look at her page growing. She wasn't doing it by herself. She had to piggyback. That ain't clout chasing. That's called piggybacking to get to where you gotta go. Where's that clout chasing? See, people got the clout chasing mixed up. You get what I'm saying? Your mama taught you how to cook, or your daddy, somebody showed you how to cook. So you was clout chasing off them because you piggybacked off them or they taught you? Mr. Cry's son showed him how to do YouTube. And you want to be honest, Mr. Cry showed me a little things about YouTube. So how is that clout chasing? He told me all the secrets and the trades to do what I had to do to get my numbers up. So how is that clout chasing? Somebody had to teach you. And then when somebody teach you, you find the right person to piggyback off of. So how is that clout chasing, Goofy? Help me understand that. How's that clout chasing? Huh? Everybody, every YouTuber calls somebody to work with somebody to boost their YouTube up. So that mean they clout chasing because they working with people or they speaking on people? What you call these T channels that don't show their face and talk about everybody? They clout chasing? Oh, I get it. They call T channels, so they allowed to do that. J. Michael not allowed to do that because J. Michael's not a T channel. Right? Oh, my bad. My bad. My fans, I'm sorry. I'm cloud chasing out there. Mr. Cry, the Prince family, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for bashing y'all. Cause I'm cloud chasing. Yeah. Shit. Got me messed up. And you know what, Goofy? You sit there and you say, oh, I have anger issues. Oh, you need to get help. But you just said everybody got gangster in them, right? Cause you smoke and you quit, you got gangster. If you had COVID, and you made it through, you gangster. But everybody got anger issues, right? I don't care if you the nicest woman on the planet. Everybody get angry, right? Everybody can go there, right? When people don't have cigarettes, they get frustrated and get irritated and get angry, right? When people don't have their liquor in their system, they get frustrated and angry and get mad, right? Everybody got anger issues, just like you said everybody got gangster in them, right? And you see how you just sit there and said, J. Michael, you need to get help because your parents abandoned you, this and this and that. You see how you throwing that up in people's face? Oh, J. Michael, don't come and kill me because you gangster. You making fun of a person. You don't supposed to make fun of a person that's trying to share their experience with you, because a dumbass like you can make a person backslide or go back into a bottle to close up. You don't do people like that. I'm not the one. I don't fall weak like that because I'm mentally strong. But I'm just saying, for the people that's out there that's trying to share their experience, there's people that's out there that want to open up. Yo, dumbass, it's making fun of me. Then they see that, they gonna be like, oh man, woo, she killing J. Michael. I ain't finna share my experience. You don't do that, dumbass. You don't make fun of people that's trying to share a moment. You wouldn't have never knew nothing about this if I wouldn't have shared it. So if a person shares something, you don't beat them down with it. You's a dumbass, ignorant person. That's why you had your face. It's nothing funny, it's nothing joking about somebody sharing their personal experience. Nothing. Yeah, some of this is entertainment, but if a person being honest and open and trying to be personal with you, that's not entertainment. That's being real. That's trying to share a moment with his fans and people that's out there again that's going through it. You goofy ass something. That's not funny. That's not entertaining. And you talk about a person need to get help. With a person like you, how a person supposed to get help if you beating them down with it? Huh? Your parents wasn't in your life, so you got anger issues. You need to get help. Something is wrong with you. And then you say, J. Michael gotta prove something. See, that's where you wrong. I'm a loner and I'm a leader. I don't have to prove nothing to nobody. If you know who I am, let me rephrase that. If you knew my past, because I don't want you to say, oh, there you go, trying to be gangster, talking about if I knew who he was. Nah. If you knew my history, I'm not a follower. I'm a leader. I have people under me. I don't go jump because somebody say jump. I don't have to prove myself to people. If you knew who I was and my background. I'm not tough. I'm not no follower. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh man, I'm going to knock him out because my dude's looking at me. Let me go, ooh wee. Nah, I ain't never been that. Never been a follower. Always been a leader or a loner. Because if I can't be a leader, I'm damn sure ain't finna be no follower. See, that's where you're running your mouth and you don't know the facts. I ain't scared of nothing but God. That don't make me hard. That don't make me the baddest person on the planet. But God had the last say so. One thing you have to understand about life, we live and one day we gonna pass. So what's to be scared of? But God himself. Huh? It ain't nothing about bragging about what I do and sharing with you. Not you, dummy. My fans. Because you just an ignorant person that's just running her mouth. Because again, you don't take what people share with you and you make fun of it. That's ignorant, that's stupid, that's dumb. And you know in the back of your mind that's dumb of what you're doing because you're making fun of my personal life that I share with you, with my fans. That's not good. I ain't making no fun of your personal life. I just was saying, you know, you need to watch what you say. You need to. I'm not saying nothing wrong. I'm just trying to let people know you can't change. No matter what you've been through in life, no matter how hard it was in life, you can't change. Just because you've been molested, just because you've been to prison, just because you did this in the street, just because you was a drug dealer in the street, just because you got shot in the street and you still made it through, you can change. You can tell your experience and share it with other people. Dummy, that's what I was doing. And as for Mr. Cryer, I'm going to keep bashing that man until that man do what he's supposed to do for his son. I don't give a care what you say or whoever say. Until that man do what he's supposed to do for his child, Darion Cryer, a.k.a. Hooper Breeze, that man going to get bashed. Because you don't know that man like I know that man. You know that man for what you see on the internet. I know that man personally. Before Mama Selena came in the picture. Oh, that man ain't tell you. Me and him was locked up in prison together too. Yeah. I know that man. From the streets, from being in prison, from being with his ex-wife now. Me and that man got history. So you run your mouth and don't know what you're talking about because you assuming, you speculating. So you making up stories and trying to make your YouTube look good by speaking on J. Michael, trying to dog J. Michael, trying to put J. Michael down because J. Michael tried to share his life experience with you. You one ignorant dumb something. I don't have to hide behind no picture. I can show my face because I'm comfortable with who I am. I'm comfortable with what I say. You see what I'm saying? You need to learn how to decipher or pass the news correctly. When you try to dog somebody or try to portray somebody, portray them right. Don't just try to make that person look bad when that person was trying to be personal with the world. That's not good. You know, I ain't even got to say it. Because you a grown woman, you understand what you doing, ignorant ass person. Portray somebody right. Don't make that person look bad when that person is being honest and trying to share something that's real personal and deep. Because sometimes stuff can consume you, like I said, and make you do something stupid or that you're going to regret. Because everybody not strong-minded. You have some people that's weak-minded. God blessed me to be strong-minded. God blessed me to fight through my experience and my trials and tribulations. God gave me the strong will. And again, I'm not angry. I don't have no hatred. I just stay to myself. I love my people from long distance. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to be in nobody's face to say you love them. You don't have to be around them to say you love them. So I love my family from long distance. That's it. What, that make me angry? Because I like to kick it with my wife? That make me angry because I like to be to myself? That make me angry? That make me jealous because I'm speaking on this man that's not taking care of his kid? See, that's the problem out here. These deadbeat daddies get away with it, but these good daddies get the grief. Because of dumb people like you jealous of Mr. Cryer. You leave that man alone. That man is not taking care of his kid. So what's wrong? That don't make me jealous. That just make me voiceful. I don't have no reason to be jealous of that man. That man just lost a good woman in Latoya. He lost a good woman in Mama Selena. Now I got her. What I gotta be jealous of? That man ain't nothing to be jealous of. I got just as many cars as that man, just as much money as that man. So what I gotta be jealous of? Nothing. You making it something out of nothing. I'm just being voiceful about what this man doing. That don't make a person jealous. That don't make a person envy. That don't make me hate that man. That don't make me dislike that man. Only thing I dislike about that man, if he not taking care of his responsibility like he's supposed to. He being selfish to his own son. What's wrong with that? Speaking on that, you making all this money, but you using your own child. What's good about that, sis? You know it all. You need to pay attention to what you say and listen to your own words. Listen to your own advice, because you're not listening to it. You just talking to just be talking. You know, I'm going to get off of this thing because I think I said enough, but I can go on. J. Michael out.